Hey, welcome to a new Triggre Weekend Masterclass, and today I'm going to explain you something about automatically assigning and unassigning user roles. By automatically assigning and unassigning user roles, you can define what users can see and use in your Triggre application automatically, so you don't have to do that manually. And I'm going to show you that based on our template calling complaint. Because at calling complaint, we actually have two sections. We have the customer portal where customers can enter their complaints. And we also have the service desk with the employees that process those complaints. And what you typically would like is that a customer automatically gets the customer role and only can see the customer part, while the service desk automatically is assigned to the part where it can process the complaints, but cannot add a complaint as a customer. To do so, we are going to do several things. First of all, we have to create roles in our application. We are going to add a type to our users, so if it's a customer or if it's a service desk. And what we're also going to do is we're going to create an automation flow that will assign it automatically, or unassign it when you change it from customer to service desk. That's sometimes possible as well. To make sure that I can show you both sides, I'm going to give both roles permissions to the page where you can change the user type. Because if I don't, I unassign the role to do that, I won't be able to change back. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'm going to do that first. So as you can see here, we have the admin page. We are going to roles, and we have two important roles. One is customer and the other one is service desk. So we go to customer and we say role permissions. You can see it has access to the customer portal with my complaints. And I'm also going to add the admin users page to it. And the same goes for the service desk. Check the role permissions. It can see complaints, but it should also be possible to add users here as well, to change users. So that's the first thing that we need to do. What I also need to do in this case is I am going to give myself not a default admin role, but I'm going to give myself, in this case, a customer role. Okay, default role. Okay, I'm gonna assign the role to this one. It doesn't have a default role, but it does have a customer role. Okay, so I'm going to log in with this person in a second. Let's do that first. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, this person currently has the customer portal. So it has the customer role where it can create a new complaint. And if I would change the role of it from customer to service desk, assign and unassign, I get the service desk part where you can see all the complaints created by all the customers. Now I did it manually. We want to do that automatically. So, like I said, we're going to the designer. We're going to add a user type to the users. We are going to make sure that we can change that in the user flow. And we are going to create an automation flow using a flow part to change the roles automatically. So let's go to the designer. Like I said, at data, we have the data item user, and we're going to add a user type. We're going to use a pick list for that, and we have a customer, and we also have a service desk. And to make it a little bit easier for myself, I'm going to name the pick list user types exactly the same as the user roles. But it can be different, but you have to do some extra stuff. For this example, it's a little bit easier like this. Okay, the sorting is fine, so we're going to say this is the user type. Okay, it has been added to the pick list, and now I need to add it to the edit page of a user so I can change it. So we have the edit page, there it is, edit user. We are going to add a pick list, a form field, one form field, and a pick list of a user type, any item, of course, user type, it is required, and we are going to add the value that is currently linked to it. No validation rule, and we're done. Okay. And of course we need to save it at the flow part as well. User type from the user flow, edit page, user type, done. So we added the data item, we changed the user flow, and now we need to add an automation flow to automatically change it. So we are going to add a new automation flow, and in that automation flow we are going to use the built-in flow part to unassign a role, and we are going to unassign the role that is linked to the old user type, so the original value, and we are going to assign the role based on the changed value, so where it's changed to. So if you would go from customer to service desk, it would unassign customer and assign service desk. And the other way around, of course. So new automation flow, change user type, because we want to fire it when the user type has been changed. It's based on a data trigger of user, and when a user is edited, and only when the user type has been edited. Because when the name changes, you don't want to unassign or assign roles. Okay. Then we are going to add a flow part, and first we are going to unassign the role by role name of the user. And in this case, the user is the one of the data item user, and the role name is the user type before the change. So as you can see here, we have before change and after change. We want to have the user type as it originally was, so before the change, because that's the one that we want to unassign. Okay. After that, we are going to automatically assign a user role by its role name. So that's also a built-in flow part in Triggre. It's impossible to change it, but you can use it, and it's a very powerful one. So role name, and in this case, we would like to know the user type after the change, because that's the new role. User, user, and done. I'm going to end this automation flow. Okay. And now we can publish this design. So the application has been published, and we are going to change the user type of this user. So we go to admin, I'm logged in as this person. I'm going to select it, Click Edit, and I'm going to change from, in this case, Service Desk to Customer. Click Done. The automation flow will be triggered right now, and it will automatically unassign the old role and assign a new one. So as soon as I refresh this page, you will see that this section will change from complaints to customer portal. And now I'm logged in as I have the role of a customer. And I can do it the other way around again as well. So if I say Edit and I go to Service Desk, click Done. If I would refresh this page, it goes from Customer Portal back to Complaints. There you go. And I see all complaints again. Did you like this video? Please subscribe to our channel.